So one of them is about people empowering themselves, and the other one is about linking up with society. And does that make sense?
That makes a lot of sense. That sounds also like the white version of learning in school.
No, I took an organization of black communities class.
Oh, did you? Okay, so one of them I would say, and correct me if I'm wrong in the comments or whatever, but I would say one of them being Booker T. Washington. Two black people, and again, I would not advise any of you to use this word other than me, was looked at more as a coon, but he was looked at more as a black man that felt as though we needed white America in order to better ourselves, and,
right.
And also he felt as though that they didn't owe us anything, that we should, like, instead of complaining about that,
right?
Yeah. Instead of complaining about it, that we should just move on. The past is the past. This some fresh shit too at the time. Like, this ain't like the past is the past, like 2020, when people were like, I didn't do that, my ancestors did. And you're like, I get that argument. I get that you were not here.
It was like, look, I did that 8 months ago.
This during the time was like some fresh shit. Like, slavery had just got over with. And Booker T was like, let's forget about it. Everybody was like, motherfucker, that was last week.
I like Brian just hopped into this podcast and he's like, we went really quick from like having fun talking about YouTube, and now we're talking about black.
Honestly, I didn't even know we started.
No,
wait, we started?
We did it.
We always kind of just talk at the beginning.
Okay.
It's
just natural.
You don't have to jump into that combo. Just know, Brian, any combo on this podcast that you feel uncomfortable in jumping in, don't jump in that shit.
All right.
Stay out of our black folks' business, because
or do jump in and get
or jump in that shit.
No, we don't want to get you canceled.
No, we don't get people.
But I don't think you have canceled opinions.
No,
and you don't have cancel swag.
Like a nice guy.
You're a good guy. You're a nice guy.
Thank you.
I have cancel swag, and that's why I told you I couldn't vlog, because I would be canceled.
Bro, but you would be like one of the funniest vloggers if you
I
did.
appreciate that.
I feel like
man.
you would, bro.
I would fucking bring that shit every fucking day. People would be like, this nigga's crazy. But they'd be like, on episode 3, they'd be like, we got to get this dude out of here. This dude just said some wild shit.
Hey, petition for Steelo to make a vlogging channel.
Shit.
I'm down.
If the people say they want me to do it, I won't do it.
All right.
No, I still won't do it. I said.
Right before we started talking, we were talking about YouTube World, because what I was saying that I'm obviously familiar with YouTube World, having spent 3 years like deep in the trenches of YouTube World. But then I kind of got out in 2016 when we wrote a show and we started developing things for TV, and then I went away from YouTube for like a year and a half, and then when I came back, it was like all the Viners came in, and now it was Vlog City, and so like I don't know modern YouTube well.
So much has changed.
Yeah.
Like from the start of YouTube till now.
Damn, he made you old as fuck, Chris.
I
He
know.
was like from the start of YouTube when you and Jesus did that video.
I feel like I'm like maybe second generation or third generation of YouTube, and now it's like fourth
what year
or fifth.
did you like start?
I started
doing
BuzzFeed at 2013.
Okay.
And then when I started, like I said, we had like 800K, and when I left, we were getting 1 billion views a month on like we made so many different channels by the time I left. But it was like I started, there were 12 people and 2 cameras, and when I left, we had 500 people in a studio.
Wow.
And like worldwide offices.
Yeah.
So it was like a crazy change. And then, but it was before these like Jake Paul, Logan Paul came to YouTube, before the Vine relocation.
No, I know what you mean. In 2013, like I was still gaming. Like for like you guys that don't know, I started out with just gaming, which is how I got into FaZe Clan. Cause FaZe
I can
Clan,
lift this a little bit for you.
Yeah,
just
for sure. Yeah. So when people hear FaZe Clan, like you think of gaming right away, because like FaZe is like one of the number one. I think they are the number one esports organization right now of gaming.
Wow.
But we're expanding every single day. Like now we're not just known for gaming, we're known for like a big entertainment industry. Like I'm on like the entertainment side, we have the gaming side, we have like rappers, basketball players in FaZe Clan, like as investors. So like I feel like we did a really good job of turning it only from gaming into like mainstream.
Your branding has been impeccable. I was telling you this before. Yeah, FaZe Clan has done an amazing job. Like even my mom would always say, and jokingly, she would say, "Oh, well, you're only famous if I'm forced to know who you are," and I'm not in that industry at all. And as
The
someone
gaming
that's,
industry.
no, I'm saying any industry. So if you're not in music
Yeah.
and you know who an artist is just from the nature of their songs are so big and they're just, you can't turn the TV without seeing them, that's fame.
Yep.
And I felt like within the gaming, I didn't know anything about gaming, but I would constantly hear FaZe Clan, or like I was telling you, for me, Famous Stars and Straps was like this famous logo growing up as a kid that you always see, like famous stars,
Yeah.
famous stars. And for me, FaZe Clan has been that in the past however many years. I've seen you guys' logo and always been like, FaZe Clan was here. FaZe Clan, that's FaZe Clan.
Dude, that's crazy. Like, it's such an honor being a part of the team too, because I was there from 2012. So this is going to be my 8th year in
Wow.
FaZe Clan. So I've seen it develop from the start. It's about to be the FaZe Clan's 10-year anniversary in May.
Oh,
so this year is going to be 10 years of FaZe, and I've been a part of it for 8. So you could see, like, I've seen it from, like, gaming, and, like, we expanded to, like,
and you've
vlogging.
always like, and you like, it sounds like this is what you love to do too. Yeah?
Oh, I love it.
So you're like, I'm in my perfect place.
Exactly.
That's
Like,
amazing.
Question, how many members exactly across the board, roughly, are in FaZe Clan? Like,
it varies. Like, probably like creators wise, you mean? Or do you, like, because we have a whole, like, team and office and stuff. Like, you mean just, like, the members?
I kind of just feel like, who's a member of, like, because in my head, of course, my black ass makes everything something I can understand. And I'm like, oh, shit, this is like the ASAP mob. So I'm like, okay, how many members are truly an ASAP mob? Nobody
Yeah.
knows. So I'm asking you, like, how many
It's
members
the Wu-Tang of
are
the
in
internet.
FaZe? Yeah, like, y'all, the Wu-Tang.
Yeah.
For me, y'all are Wu-Tang.
Yeah.
You guys are both clans.
So it's like, how many members are in FaZe Clan?
I would say roughly around, like, 40 to 50.
Damn, y'all deep for real.
Yeah.
Y'all mobbing motherfuckers.
Oh yeah, we got like the whole, like, Hollywood house, and we got people that don't even live in California that are a part of FaZe. I actually live in San Diego, and
Oh,
you didn't know that, right?
No, I did not know that at all.
Literally, a lot of people, like, think I live in LA, and I'm actually looking for houses because I want to move to LA in 2020 or 2021.
That's an episode.
Yeah. Oh, for
Go
sure.
ahead. Let's go
Oh, I
house
feel
shopping.
like you're gonna get a lot of series out of moving.
Yeah. No, but the thing is, like, it's kind of crazy to me that I built, like, a channel with 14 million subscribers living in San Diego. Like, it's hard sometimes to come up with content and stuff, but I feel like it's crazy how, like, I made it work. My family is, like, huge in my videos. Like, I have my family in all my videos, and I feel like all my subscribers just love it. Like, so even, like, moving to LA could possibly be a risk because people just know me for, like, my family videos and stuff like that, but it's always good
love
to
watching people
People wanna see
grow and
grow,
their
yeah.
stories
Yeah.
change. You
That's
know?
what I was gonna say. Like,
1000%.
it's so cool because I've had, like, diehard fans from when I was, like, 16 when I started YouTube, and they still watch me to this day. So
Yeah.
they've seen me
They've
grow
grown
up.
with you.
They've grown up with me, and
Yeah.
like, I'm not, like, a sellout type where I'm gonna stay like, oh, I'm family friendly, no cursing. Like, I'm gonna still be myself, and
So
that's
tell them fuck all that. No, I'm joking.
yeah. I'm still, like, myself, but I'm just getting older. So when people say, like, oh, Rug, like, your content's kind of changing, I'm like, well, it can't be what it was when I was 16.
Right.
Like, I have to switch it up as I'm growing older. I'm not going to be, like, some fake person
People
on the
have
screen.
to understand that. I mean, if you watch, you can pick a scripted show. If you watch a scripted show and season 1 had somebody in the exact same place in season 2, you'd be like, this is a bad show.
Yeah, exactly.
Why would I want to watch this show? If
And then
I
you get
already-
to season 22 and you're like The Bachelor, and then you're like now it's just the producers writing scripts and
Yeah.
handing it to people.
You know, you gotta. Yeah, it's good to grow with your fans. I always joke, and I tell people I raised them in these fucking streets because ridiculous.
That's
This
awesome.
has been so on for so long that I truly do meet people who are like, "Hey, man, I've been watching since I was 7," and I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Dude, that's family right there.
Yeah.
It's crazy because, like, when I meet fans, we have, like automatically we have, like, a connection because they just know so much about my life.
Yeah.
And, like, I tell them so much about my life. And it's so cool to me that, like, when I meet fans, they're comfortable talking to me. I don't want them to get nervous when they talk to me because I want them to feel like they're talking to a friend. Like, they watch me every day. Like, that the least that I could do is, like, have a conversation
That's awesome.
and talk to them.
That's great. And I do feel like YouTube fame is different in that way. Is like it's different than watching a movie star on a
Yup.
big screen. It's you're watching somebody who you go into their life every day. So you really do feel like you know them.
It's so
Jon
sick.
Stewart used to say, when I meet people, it's like they've been hanging out with me every day, but they sometimes forget that I haven't been hanging out with them every day.
That's crazy.
That's funny.
But awesome, and welcome to Wine and Weed. Thank you for coming so much.
Whoa, what the fuck? Can we get that? Can we get that clip, Joe?
Welcome.
Thank you for coming so much.
No, thanks
Thank
for
you
coming.
so much.
Thank
for
you so much
coming.
for coming. Yeah, whatever. And it was the transition idea was that now we're gonna get to know you in a whole nother way.
Yeah.
Via our show.
Yep.
Yeah.
Where
And
we
that's-
talk about the week.
And we drink wine and smoke weed while doing it. And I know you won't be smoking with us today.
Yep.
Protect those lungs as you speak every day. But you will be having a glass of wine or so. You know?
Yes,
And,
of
you're a
course.
grown man now.
23 years old.
Hell
23
yeah.
years old. You can drink wine. And
Yeah.
You're classy, so we got a very classy wine. What do we
Ooh.
get on Camus Vineyards.
Yeah.
Have we done our AKA?
No, we're going out of order. It's
It
great.
doesn't
We're
matter.
flying
It's
off the
fine.
handle.
It's fucking fine.
I don't know
Camus
how-
Vineyards 2017. It's a Cabernet Sauvignon. So it's a very nice bottle of wine. We drank this with Neo, right? I think
Yeah.
we did,
I mean, we definitely drank that a few times. It's delicious.
Yeah, it's delicious.
It's really good.
You'll
I don't know
enjoy it.
anything about wine, man.
we're
Like,
getting better
I
as
just-
we're doing this show.
We're gonna
Okay.
have a whole episode about wine very soon.
We
I can
keep
promise
teasing.
No way, like-
everybody that. I was talking to a wine connoisseur literally 4 nights back, and I told him, I was like, hey man, I need you to do a whole episode. And then he was like, what if you do the location here at this wine place? And I was like, you know what, fuck it, we should do it here. We're gonna shoot it here, and we're gonna have you walk us through all of Italy via wine. So we're gonna
That's
do it very
sick.
soon. Very soon.
That's dope.
But like Chris said, I was going out of order. So welcome to Wine and Weed. I am one of your hosts, co-host Sterling Steelo Brim, a.k.a. That Dude, a.k.a. S to the B to your vest to the brie, a.k.a. Is that a third leg? No, that's just me, a.k.a. Mandingo Lover, a.k.a. Black Mama, a.k.a. Concerned Father, a.k.a. Taxes are out the way.
Wait, you
Okay.
did your taxes
Yeah.
already?
Nice.
Come on, man. You gotta
Wow.
get the taxes out the way,
I
man.
know. That's the one thing
Wow.
I'm.
Yeah, I
slacking
owe
on.
those motherfuckers. Yeah, and with me as always, Chris Reinecker.
Hey guys, it's Chris Reinecker, aka the Chronosaur, aka I'll spill your wine if you give it to me,
That's true.
aka Speed Bump.
Mhm.
I got hit by a car last a few episodes ago. I'm okay.
Wait, are you serious?
I'm recovering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
AKA
He deserved it.
No, I did not deserve it. AKA what do I got? You new baby daddy.
New baby daddy.
AKA the goop in your gap.
Goop in the Gap is still one of your strongest ones.
And of course, as always, we got the facts dude, John Ross.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
AKA King.
It's me, the AKA King, John Ross, AKA the Keto King, AKA
Ooh.
Brown Peter Griffin, AKA the Nose That Knows, AKA Spider-Man's best friend, AKA the Gorilla in Manila, AKA the
Dude.
Article Assassin,
The goop in your sack.
the Goop in Your Sack, and of course, AKA Big Sexy with the glasses.
Big
Hey.
sexy with
Ooh,
the glasses. I don't respect John as much anymore on his AKAs because the motherfucker be reading on us now, Chris. Okay? He be
I
reading
have
his
a-
AKAs.
Yeah, I saw that.
He is not
Yeah, yeah.
legit
Okay,
anymore.
sure.
John, I respected you as the AKA King.
I think John is the AKA King because he writes.
Oh,
like,
that
I-
makes him
from-
the AKA King.
from
We have to
day one.
freestyle this shit
I
every week.
freestyle
I
this
lose.
Hey, I
my-
came up with my main ones off the cuff when you.
You know what?
Yeah,
You know what?
Spider-Man's
You made those
best
up
friend.
before.
You know what? We
Those-
can't have a fight in front of guests, okay?
Yeah, come on, man.
We're all
Let's get some
family.
housekeeping. We'll get this housekeeping out the way.
Bad first impression, man. Come on.
Oh, speaking. Okay, let's do your AKAs first. I realized that I had to make an announcement, but I'll do that next.
And with us, my friend Brian.
We got
What do you go by, Brian? Exactly. Is it Brian? Is it FaZe Rug? What do you
either or.
Okay.
It's
Rug.
almost like it's an AKA.
Rug.
Rug.
Is
AKA
So we got
Rug.
FaZe Rug, aka Rico from Hannah Montana,
Okay, I like it.
aka Short Steph Curry, because I could shoot.
Ooh,
Uh,
okay. We should have a shooting contest. Shit.
You play basketball?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yo, if we have a 3-point contest, like, I'll put some money down on it.
I don't think you want to do that.
You sure?
I'm positive, actually.
Hey,
Hey, this might be a fucking my first YouTube video.
Yeah.
Hey, bro.
now you're doing it.
hey, I'll do it on my channel. Me versus Steelo. What do you,
You
guys
don't
think?
want those problems, Look,
Bro.
Look, I am going to come on your channel now and shoot.
Okay,
1,000%.
dude. Okay, I
All right,
didn't play.
guys, you
I
heard it
didn't.
here first.
I played league basketball back in the day,
Mhm.
and my brother needed a sub like 2 weeks ago, and I haven't played in 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
So I went in there, and I had 24 points.
Okay.
All threes, 8 threes, one game.
That's cool. You know, I had a game like a couple days ago. I had 30. I had the game.
Oh.
Winner. The game after that.
30?
We played 2 games in the same day because the other team didn't show up, so we played for them. I think I had like 20 that game. But I also had like fucking pulled a hamstring, so I had to sit my ass down.
Damn.
But we can shoot whenever you want.
Okay.
There's this game of horse I played when I was 13.
I got it. I'll give a real story, actual factual story. No one's actually heard this story. I'll give you this story. Maybe you have. I'll give you this story right here on Wine and Weed. I was hosting a Jordan event maybe 5 years back, maybe less than that, 4 years back. I'm in Vegas. And all the Jordan athletes are there, and they didn't tell me. So I'm hosting this event. They knew I played. They knew I played in college. They knew I played. So they
You played college ball?
Oh yeah. You talked that shit. You already said that shit. It's too late to bag
out. No, I'm down. All
so
right.
they were like, oh, okay. So I get to the venue. I had been like, interviewing and hosting with Jimmy Butler and Kawhi Leonard and Victor Oladipo, all the dudes who were signed to Jordan at the time. And they were like, oh, we're going to have a 3-point contest, or actual shooting contest between the athletes today. I was like, sick. I'll host and just go over everything. They was like, no. You was talking all that shit for a week. We put your name down. You're going to have me in the shooting contest too. So in front of 3,000 kids. It's not that many kids, but still 3,000 kids on the spot. We're in Vegas. I've been drinking the night before. So I'm like, all right, I guess I'm going to have a shooting contest with them. I dragged every single one of them. I beat Kawhi Leonard, Jimmy Butler, LaMarcus Aldridge, and I feel like I'm missing somebody else. And I beat them in front of everybody. And this is the crazy part. Jordan may hate me for this. I love you. I'm a part of Jordan family for life.
I was wondering if you were going to say this part.
I'm part of Jordan family. But they wouldn't give me the footage because they said it's going to make our athletes look bad.
What?
This is what he says.
So what about the 3?
There were so many people
She
there.
lives in Canada.
There were so many people there. One of my friends, who I will not name, used to work for Jordan. And he was like, yo, bro, I asked them 5 times. They will not give over the footage. They literally said this will make all their all-stars look horrible if some fucking MTV personality just outshot them. Damn. And I was like, that's fair, but also I outshot them, and I need this.
What was the shooting contest? A 3-point contest?
No, so we did basically horse. So we did what do they call it exactly? They call it 7. The game is 7. So you go and you shoot. So if it's 1, 2, 3, 4 shooting, and you hit, I hit, and then you miss, you have the score of 3 now. The object of the game is to not get to 7.
Okay.
So you're basically shooting in order and just seeing who can match who shot and who basically hit the most shots. And when you want to shoot, we gonna shoot.
Damn.
And
I shouldn't have talked my shit,
that ass.
Dude.
But
fuck,
there's always a chance. I feel like if we just talking set threes, you might beat me. Who knows? If we talking off the dribble, we talking about an actual game.
One-on-one, you'll kill me.
In hell, yes.
Well, to go back to the AKAs.
I'm sorry, I got lost.
Thank you very much for being here.
Of course.
Huge gamer, huge YouTuber. As we were talking about in the intro, thanks for coming on the show.
No.
And as we said before, this show is we know that there are so many shows out there where people get to know kind of your bio and your history and stories you've told over and over again. We kind of try to do something different with the show where we talk about the world and what's happening right now to kind of get a different perspective and get to know you in a different way.
We try to do it and have fun, man. It's a comedy podcast, first and foremost, as much as we may talk about politics and get into some real shit here and there, which, again, you do not have to jump into. But if you want to, yeah, great. But it's a comedy podcast, and we have fun with everything, and we have a lot of silly articles that we read off each week and jump in, have fun, talk shit.
All right. Thanks
and
for having
wine
me.
While doing it.
Oh, for sure.
And speaking of basketball and Wine and Weed is coming to Chicago for All-Star Weekend.
Yes.
We have a show on Valentine's Day. That's February 14th at 10:30 at Stage 773.
Yes, come be sexy with your lady or with your man. We going to talk about love. We going to talk about all that. We going to talk about fornication and reproductive organs, and really getting it in there. Do the deep voice again, John.
Yeah,
you heard it. R&B status. So pull up and fuck with us, man, because we gonna be drunk and high on stage, and we gonna talk about love, man, because it's Valentine's Day and it's a beautiful time to be in love, right?
Love and basketball.
Love and basketball.
Hey, two of the best things
ever. That should be
ever.
a movie.
It should be.
Love and basketball.
It's a movie. Hey, cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Let's get into the week.
Cheers to wine and weed, baby. There we go.
Spark up.
Hey.
I'm just going to cold read the headline. A guy got sick from injecting his own semen into himself
Yep,
to
let's
help
talk
with
about
back
it.
pain.
Okay, cool.
What?
Good start.
That's classy. Let's talk about it.
All right.
Sick.
Where do you read this from? Just
This is an article. I'm reading.
This is the
This is a
article,
real. This
What's
has
the
happened. This is on Rare.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
a
a
real-
big website.
it's a real news site.
It's a real news site about rare shit.
They're
That's
pretty
definitely fucking rare.
They're pretty funny with this article. I don't know. I'm like making jokes. Let's see. When it comes to medicine, you can't just assume that you get the gist of it and start treating yourself, especially not with your own hot sperm and a needle you bought on the internet. One Irishman, however, had an idea. That if-
The Irish take the L. Let's go.
One Irishman, however, had an idea that if he injected his semen into his arm, his back pain would magically disappear. Because stem cells? Just take some Advil. Anyway, that for sure didn't work. The guy's back was still messed up, and he had to go to the hospital because of a subcutaneous abscess on his right arm. Basically, he had a big bubble of cum pulled under his skin.
Oh, man.
Where did he think it was gonna go?
Yeah, like where did he put it in an actual vein or like
Yeah.
did he just
Yeah,
inject it?
that's a good
Did he even look
question.
for a vein or he just like I'll put it in my blood?
Oh,
The sperm know what to do. They're like, "Where's the egg? Where's the
What
egg?"
to do?
According to the hospital, the man had told doctors that he had been injecting himself with semen on a monthly basis for a year and a half.
What the fuck? This was a thing. This was a
I
thing.
thought this was a
man.
one-time
He used
thing,
to
bro.
carry a
No.
kid around with him with nut in it. He used to be like, "No, that's my medicine." And like, that, sir, there's just sperm in there.
so he only got sick once, or every time he did it?
I think it got to the point now where he's like, he's been doing this for a year and a half, so he seems to have been surprised enough to go to the
So was he
hospital.
just putting the nut in the same bubble every time, or was he finding different
They
spots?
definitely do not elaborate on that.
I'm just saying, like, how? Oh my god! What the fuck?
Like, what just goes through your head to even want to try that? You know, like back pain, go to the doctor, take medicine, regular medicine.
I could see this drunk Irish man thinking this is gonna work. I'm just guessing. He's
Why'd you
drunk.
make him drunk?
Because A, he's Irish, and B, like it feels very drunk.
You're
of a
very
thing to
prejudiced.
think.
I agree with you, but you're prejudiced.
I can say it. I'm Irish, right?
I'm Irish too. Did you know?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
we
we're
can
good
we
to
can
go then.
tear the
I'm
I'm not
Irish
Irish.
apart.
I'm not Irish.
Oh hell
Right.
yeah,
Don't
we
jump-
can go
Don't
in on
jump
that.
in our shit. No, that's just interesting. Like so many questions go in my head of like, what is exactly going on? Like what did you watch to come to this? Like what did you imagine to get the nut that you wanted to fix your back? I'm not understanding.
Has the back been hurting for a whole year?
Yeah, and like for you to be like, man, you know what? I've tried everything
Nah.
except for nut. But this brings
Except
me
for the super juice that comes out of my dick.
this brings me to the point that we need free healthcare. That's all this man is trying to say.
Facts.
Is we need free healthcare because there's no excuse of not going to the doctor.
But he's
Yeah.
Irish, doesn't
Oh,
he?
yeah, you're right.
Have free health care?
Does he? He can be
Are we
Irish and
making-
live here.
Oh, does he? Is this in the United States?
Oh, let me
They
I thought it
just
was
said-
that. I thought his nationality
Oh.
was Irish. Why would they include that if he wasn't from Ireland?
Because they were
Right.
just trying to let us know.
Let's see.
They're like, a white
Irish,
guy. It was a white guy.
Sorry, I swapped out. I mean, it's rare.us, so it's definitely a U.S. article. It doesn't elaborate.
I feel like he might actually live in the U.S. He's just
Yeah.
Irish. Damn.
I get like you don't get like the like completely uneducated like 4-year-old approach to this where he's like my sperm has protein, my back needs protein, I could put sperm in myself and it'll find my back. I mean it's really stupid, but
So you're saying you kind of like understand?
like I understand if a very drunk person made this decision. No, you're looking at me like
I
could
really
never.
just can't see how that could work at all. Like I just don't see like what went through his head.
No. You should be proud of yourself for not seeing.
Yeah, no,
You should
true.
look at him in a kind of way for him understanding this guy's
wonder if-
logic.
I
I
just
wonder-
can't believe he actually did it.
And what, every month for a year and a half?
Yeah, that's my thing. Like you said, like this drunk guy, he wasn't drunk
No.
every fucking month when this happened.
This was a plan.
this,
he
yeah,
had.
this
Dude,
was a plan.
what?
He stuck to it.
Yeah.
That's weird, man.
Yeah, that's super weird.
Do you
What-
think like someone else in the world, like there's a ton of people in this world, do you think at least one other person has tried this and it's just hasn't gotten sick from it?
Oh no, somebody else definitely told him they did it.
Yeah,
and everything.
yeah.
Oh,
He
you're
was like,
right.
"You should try what I did." I don't do the whole doctor shit.
He had to have
It's
heard,
weird.
It might sound weird, but
he probably definitely heard about it and didn't just make it up.
Yeah.
He was like, why did they say hot sperm?
Oh,
I can't get
yeah.
it out
I
of
got
my
it.
head.
Some dude tricked him the first time and used his sperm. And then he was like, I don't need his sperm. I can do my own sperm. But he
Save
didn't
money.
realize- Yeah, save
Yeah.
money. But the guy really was just trying to come on him the first time.
or there's another theory.
Putting a whole new meaning to come inside you.
Oh my God. Oh, it's so bad.
It's
Oh,
disgusting.
God.
This
Let's
whole
just go
story
to
is
the next
grossing me out.
article.
I want to move on.
Please, let's go to the next article.
sure. Burger King says it never promised Impossible Whoppers were vegan in lawsuit response.
Look, man, I'm ready to hear them out.
Burger King is defending itself against a class action lawsuit over its Impossible Whopper, arguing that it never advertised the popular meatless item as vegan or promised to cook them in any particular way. The burger chain is currently in a legal battle against a vegan customer who sued the company in November for cooking the plant-based patties on the same grills as meat burgers.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Did we even talk about this? Like, were we on
No, I
hiatus?
didn't know this.
Oh, yeah, we were on hiatus, I think. Like,
Oh.
so Burger King is in a lawsuit right now, like you just said. There was some lady that sued them and was like, "Hey, well, you're still cooking it on the same grease and in the same everything else as like a non-vegan burger. So like at the end of the day, you're still putting the same like." Enzymes or whatever the fuck it is on my burger that are from an actual animal. So they sued them, and I felt like at first I was like, man, that's a smart lawsuit. Like that
Yeah.
makes a lot of sense. Like at the end of the day, you are still cooking it in the same grease. I want vegan everything. I don't want my shit in the same grease. I was like, that's a smart lawsuit. To hear Burger King's response of, hey, we never promised that is hilarious. It's hilarious to be like, well, we never really said it was vegan. Like that's your
Dude.
defense.
They
We
should
should-
just take the L from there. Like they can't justify that. I feel like.
Do you think was that a policy that they didn't think that vegans would not want their burgers to be cooked on the same grill as meat? Like they're vegans. They're literally the most particular people in the world.
I just don't think they thought it through before. Like, oh, we got a vegan burger, but like we're still gonna cook it in the grease of regular burgers.
But my question is like, are the other locations from In-N-Out to McDonald's to all the other people who have Beyond Meat or Impossible Meat, are they making sure they're not cooking it on the same grill? Like,
True.
I feel as though they're probably all cooking it on the same grill. Why is Burger King the only one that's taking the L right now?
Well, they're serving mayo on it, so I don't think it's supposed to be a vegan thing.
Wait, Burger King is serving mayo on the Whoppers?
Yeah,
still?
they just say it's plant-based.
Oh, so that person need to get the fuck out of here. It's not supposed to be vegan then. I'm giving you mayo.
Yeah, so they asked for it without mayo, and they assume that it's like, oh, I know that means.
But it's called the
Oh.
vegan.
no, it's just
No, it just calls Impossible.
Impossible Meat Burger.
But
Impossible Meat.
impossible is synonymous with vegan. But
But I
I
also
also
have
what
ordered-
they're saying right
I
now.
also have ordered an Impossible Burger with bacon on it before. So, as somebody that's done that, I think that they have a valid argument here that we never promised that it was vegan.
I'm actually gonna get on the King's side right now.
Yeah, let's get
Yeah.
on the King side. I don't even know if Burger King is Burger King respected in your age group? Like, did you grow up on Burger King?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
did?
yeah, for sure.
Okay, cool. I just felt like Burger King had took a hit in the past, 10 years, and I just didn't know if you were like, oh, no, Burger King is
What's
still
your
popping.
top fast food restaurant?
Oh,
In-N-Out.
shit.
Oh, hell yeah.
Definitely In-N-Out.
I love In-N-Out.
Yeah.
It's the only one I regularly eat.
A lot of people have like that debate of In-N-Out or like Shake Shack. Shake Shack's pretty good
Sure.
too.
It
But-
is. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's I'll smoke later. I'm a little high. You know? That's why I'm like, fuck this. Let's just talk about fast food.
Just food.
No, for me, Shake Shack is pretty good though. I think it's just, you know what it is? I think people, they covet these things of like, oh, I have this thing that's only in this region, and no one else has it. So you'll hear people say like, I'm a big fan of White Castles,
Yeah.
and it's like you just like White Castles because you know it's not in California.
I've never
True.
heard anyone say I'm a big fan.
Oh no, people love White Castles. Are you crazy? People love White Castles.
I've never had
Nucky,
that.
stop it now.
I've never been there either. I've also heard everyone who's tried it been like, it's White Castle. It's
Yeah, but In-N-Out. Okay, then if we're gonna get into it, I think
In-N-Out
In-N-Out
is
is good.
good.
I think In-N-Out is good.
In-N-Out is good. White
I don't
Castle
think
is
In-N-Out.
not.
I don't think In-N-Out is the best burger even here in LA. I don't think In-N-Out is the best
Well, not
burger.
in LA. I'm not. We're talking about fast
Fast food is
restaurants.
Astro Burger not fast food.
this Astro Burger is. Do you?
I've never
you're
had
There's a
familiar with Astro
drive-through on the
Burger?
one on fucking.
I don't think I've had Astro. What is it? Astro
Astro
World.
Burger.
It's a
Oh,
mini chain.
he
Astro
keeps
World.
trying to make us feel old as shit because he was like, "What is this Astro World?" I don't know what you guys talking about. You guys are dying.
No, people say like In-N-Out fries are gross, but I think In-N-Out is
They
good for their
fresh.
fries.
What?
Wait, you thinking out what?
It's good for their fries.
I'd like the fries.
I love
too.
their fries.
I stay quiet.
I get fries light. Do you know what fries light is?
I stay
Oh.
quiet. It's
You get them,
hilarious.
like,
no,
lightly
what is fries
toasted?
light?
They undercook the
Oh
fries.
hell yeah. Okay.
Oh,
A little
that's-
softer.
You're wild, bro.
You wanna know why,
You've never had that?
No, motherfucker.
Okay, try it. Try it.
No.
you wanna know why I
You
like
just
In-N-Out
told
fries?
me that you eat medium rare as well, do you?
No, I have medium.
Okay, medium's fair.
Medium. decent.
Medium rare is how you're supposed to
Medium
eat meat.
rare.
But
Chris,
this is a
we're not
different
getting into this.
conversation.
We're
Let me get
different.
back to these fries. But my favorite part about the fries is when I looked over and I saw a In-N-Out employee at a fast food restaurant take a real potato
And cut it,
and
yeah.
go pop
Everyone
and put it
knows.
right in. And I was like,
They're fresh.
that feels good.
No, they're the
Right.
freshest
Yeah.
fries. They're not the best.
McDonald's
fries,
is like, here's a freezer bag from 1996.
But
And
they
guess
are
what?
good.
And it's
Good.
delicious.
It's
And it's
fucking
delicious.
delicious.
And they're the best fries.
You got like McDonald's, Popeyes has good
Ooh,
fries.
Okay, yeah.
Cajun
Seasoned.
fries,
Oh,
man.
hell yeah.
Checkers.
Oh, for
or
sure. Rallies.
yeah. Have great
Rallies
fries.
is crazy.
Rallies
yeah,
has always
they're-
been unimpressive to me on all levels. I've never had a Rallies experience where I'm like, that was good.
Only the fries.
Well,
I like their chicken
the
sandwich.
burgers
I
I was
guess I'm not
introduced to out here were In-N-Out Fat Burger. We didn't have Fat Burger
Oh, sure.
in Chicago growing up. I never saw
Fat Burger's a little saucy.
Fat Burger be good sometimes.
true.
Though. You just get a fair medium fat. Like it's just a solid burger. You just like
No complaints.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good, man.
I feel like it's like a heartburn waiting to happen.
Oh, okay.
That's
I don't know what you guys
Tommy's.
are doing here. I don't
That's
know
for
what the
sure
fuck is
Tommy's.
going on.
Yeah, fuck Fat Burger.
You guys just jumped me on the Fat Burger train. Like, no, I think Fat Burger is fair.
Yeah.
I think In-N-Out is good. I think Shake Shack can be really good with the little cherry peppers.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, their peppers are really
They
good.
do that at In-N-Out too, though. They got the little yellow one.
No, but those are different peppers. Those are
Oh.
good too. But
I don't
like,
know. I never knew about this pepper.
Oh man.
Yeah,
There's
Shake
peppers
Shack.
at In-N-Out?
No, Shake
Yeah.
Shack. Yeah, peppers at In-N-Out, yeah.
Wow, I didn't.
You know about the
Little
like
chilies.
secret menu at In-N-Out.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
didn't know peppers were on it.
No, peppers are not on it. I just
It's
It's
just
like
like a
secret menu.
side, like
Like,
just
can
like
I get
oh.
some spread
Yeah,
and some
didn't know there
peppers?
were
It's like
peppers,
literally
yeah.
next to the lemonade fucking Sprite when you go in.
Yeah,
In-N-Out.
yeah.
They're not hiding.
it's not like special peppers,
I
bro.
thought
Chris
you
is
meant
like
like you could go like
peppers.
animal style with the peppers.
Oh, yeah.
Like you could be like pep it up.
Dude, you could say the weirdest things from like the secret menu. Like
Yeah.
there's like some weird items.
It's like a
Like,
7
yeah.
by 7, isn't it?
Yeah,
There's
like
a
this-
Flying
the
Dutchman.
Flying
Yeah,
Dutchman I was
that's
gonna
it.
bring up.
What the fuck is that?
A grilled cheese. At
Grilled
In-N-Out.
cheese, yeah, I know about
Flying
the grilled
Dutchman
cheese.
is just patties. It's just two patties.
Dude, it's weird.
There's no such thing.
It just doesn't. It
Yeah.
just doesn't make sense
They
to
should
have.
literally be like, oh, as soon as the person says it, they should just have police officers waiting outside, ready to arrest them. They should be like, you, the person that ordered the 2 patties, you're fucking weird. Get over here.
Just imagine going to In-N-Out and your order is the Flying Dutchman. Like not a double, not a number 2. Like, can I get the Flying Dutchman?
Yeah, you
like it
literally-
just
Definitely
sounds.
sounds cool, but
Yeah.
then you just get 2 patties and that looks.
It's just weird.
It's
Yeah.
wild. It's basically the fucking KFC
Double down?
The double down. You remember the double down? Were you around?
Wait,
when
what's
were you
double down?
around? The fucking,
I'm not that young.
they used to have 2 chicken patties that were literally
Instead of bread, it was chicken.
instead of bread, instead of buns, there were 2
Yeah.
fucking chicken patties that
that's
people.
weird.
No, it's super weird. Anybody that ate it, I just.
Wasn't that that
I
long
think
ago.
both
It's
of
like
them.
5
yeah, me and Chris,
That's
we had to
weird.
try
You
it.
gotta try it.
They're
Come on.
fucking weird, bro.
That's funny.
At least I can say it sucked rather than
It was
wondering.
crazy. It was like a heart attack. But okay, to bring it back to the article, have you had so I have a few questions about Impossible and the world of Impossible and what we could go into by embracing plant-based foods. Because I think have you ever had an Impossible burger or any vegan burger, plant-based burger that is like, this is just as good of a burger?
Yes.
And we're at the beginning of this. So
Yes.
I think in 10 years,
1,000%.
like it's going to fucking taste like meat.
I'll give a shout out to these motherfuckers.
What is
I
it?
just went to a vegan, so I've been vegan for the past like 2 weeks or so.
Can't stop talking about it.
Am I not vegan? It's my job to talk about it. But like,
cool, bro.
literally, I went to like a vegan festival or some shit, like a food festival, and I was like, all right, cool, I'm gonna just see what's popping here. And literally is a spot called Burger Guy.
You like got to know
Burger
the
guy.
community. You were
Oh,
like,
it's a whole community. People I
I'm a
already knew
vegan
too.
now.
I was like, "You're vegan." Shocked
Make
to see
friends
my
like
friends
that.
there.
Hey.
But no, it's a spot called Burger Guys. If y'all want to come on the show and cook for us and put some cannabis infused fucking vegan burgers, that'd be amazing. But Burger Guys, and it literally tastes just like Astro Burger,
Ooh.
that's cool.
which is like the best burger to me in LA. And I tasted it, and I was like, "Why the fuck is this so good?" And I'll tell you where I fucked up. I was eating it, and I was like, "It's delicious, delicious, delicious." And then I looked down and saw what was supposed to be the meat.
Oh, inside
Oh,
the,
no.
No, just the
the
meat.
granules?
Yeah, now
Okay.
it's just like, this isn't meat. This is not meat at all.
It's
Bro,
like really red, right?
It's so much
It just-
better for you.
I know it's so much better, but it just like weirded me out as well because I was like, I don't know what this is.
Close your eyes.
Yeah.
Like I don't know exactly what they're putting into it to be like this is vegan. It's like
Are you on
it's
the
science, motherfucker. I'm
Yeah,
eating science, which is not.
Science.
I'm just saying,
Hell yeah.
which is not what we normally eat as humans. We're like we don't eat science. We eat these things that you can grow from the earth or this animal right here. And like now I'm eating science and I can see the science. And I'm
It feels like
oh.
it's in disguise.
Like a trademark.
And I was just like, it's good, but it looks like science.
It's an
But it was good, it was
experiment,
good.
bro. No, but I've never ever tried like a vegan burger. But when I see them, like they look so good.
They're delicious.
Like
You
I
haven't
want
ever
to
tried one.
No, I've never tried one,
Well,
and I
we
want.
got a
try
video
one,
for
man.
you.
Yeah,
We've got a
there's
video
one of
for
your
you.
videos right there.
Yeah,
Try a
right.
fucking
Being vegan
burger.
for 24 hours.
Ooh.
That's
How's
not
that?
fucking
not-
hard.
that's
Do
not
it
long
for a
enough.
week.
No, okay, I'm down for a week.
Ooh, do
30
it for a
days.
week. I fuck with you.
That would be sick. No, because
Yeah.
I've been trying to like eat healthier anyways. Like I eat fast food a lot. Like every
Really?
day, every day.
Really?
Metabolism is fast as fuck.
Yeah,
Hella
congrats.
fast.
Yeah.
Dude. No, dude, it's not good. Like I feel like if I was healthy, like I'd feel better. Like if I would just my body would naturally feel better. But after I eat fast food, I may look like I'm like super healthy, but on the inside I'm like
Shitty.
I feel like
You're hurt.
shit, dude.
Yeah, but you're at that age, man. When you
Yeah.
just eat fucking fast food, you're just like, fuck it. This is fast and it's food.
Yeah.
I'll
Convenient.
eat this. And then you start to have to care a little bit because like one day you're just walking and your knee just buckles and you're
Oh,
just like,
fuck.
oh shit, I should eat a
That's
salad.
scary.
It has nothing to do with anything. It does not save your knee, but you think a salad
Dude,
is in the right
And then you're
direction.
like, I should inject some semen into my arm. That would probably fix my.
Bro, I just want
knee.
to say like I respect like all the vegans out there cuz like I feel like it's such a big commitment,
it is.
but like I just have respect for them. For
we
sure.
appreciate
Yeah.
your respect.
Oh, of course.
We already find the community.
2 week
On behalf of
He
the.
is experimenting.
I'm like Caitlyn Jenner, a vegan. Like, I just got here, but
now
I'll take the award. I'll take the award. I've been here for a week, but am I not the best vegan possible?
So I was at a vegan event on Tuesday. I like that you already have vegan events and stuff.
Yeah,
under
man.
Your belt.
Fuck it.
Okay, I'm curious like what's your like 3 meals a day as a vegan?
I ate tacos earlier
Okay.
with vegan meat. They're really good and vegan cheese.
What about breakfast?
I'll get like a fucking smoothie. Go to the gym and get like a smoothie.
Oh,
some shit.
okay.
Yeah, but like and then for dinner you might have like some squash pasta or some shit that was just delicious.
That sounds good. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, you're everything I've tasted of your vegan food just tastes like regular food. You're
Yeah.
kind of cheating
How am I cheating?
just by having like a bunch of money. You're
No.
like, yeah, I'll just get
No, I
literally
actually-
the best
The
vegan
richest
cheese possible.
richest vegan
You're
shit.
buying science is what you're doing.
You're
That's
buying
what I'm
science.
eating. It's science.
You're eating the best cheese. It tastes like cheese.
Yeah,
It's
but
great.
then just know I'm tasting it out for all of you guys out there because in some years they'll make it where everyone can afford science. I'm joking.
I have
joking.
real respect for those vegans who are like, yeah, I'm
I
like,
grow my own shit.
I grow it in my
Damn.
That person is
backyard.
committed.
I
Hell yeah.
compost and then I like dump it. People who have all the
I couldn't do that.
focus to do that.
That's a whole group. Like that's a whole group. And if you were like a guy,
I respect that lifestyle.
yeah, it's a full group. I feel like they're all in Silver Lake, but it's a full group.
Oh, I was imagining people in like Oregon.
Oh, you mean like real vegan?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I thought you meant people out here still in LA.
Real vegan.
Bro,
Yeah.
can you guys tell me if like this sounds crazy, but I've tried eating healthy and like I like as in like home cooked meals, like trying to cut meat out and stuff, but I just miss like just the like process of going to go get fast food, like waiting in the drive-through, coming home with like the bag of food. I like miss the process of it.
Are
If-
you saying that you would go to a healthy place if they have fast food healthy?
Yeah, like if it had like a
testing
drive-through,
these impossible
dude. Like
burgers.
if they had like a drive-through of just like straight vegan. I'm sure they do here in LA.
I don't fucking know many.
I don't know, but I feel like San Diego doesn't. So I don't know. I just
San
miss
Diego's in the same train as LA though, right? They're on the same.
Yeah.
Like, we eat healthy. We want to take care of our bodies.
You
we
need,
tan all
but
day.
what if it's not a drive-through? What if it's just like
Just
go
to
in
get
and pick
down
something up?
No, I would do it. It's just
You like that ritual?
I just miss like
That's interesting.
like because I go out to eat with like my friends and family in San Diego, and like we go to like like a Korean barbecue, but like
Yeah.
obviously they have like you could order not like you don't have to order meat.
No, you talking about like some guy kaku or some shit.
Yeah, yeah,
where you
yeah,
throw
like
that motherfucker
Galbi,
on the grill.
yup.
I like those places, and I don't like them all in the same breath because they're the IKEA of fucking foods. They make you cook your own shit, motherfucker. Why am I cooking my own shit?
Yeah,
Like I should not be giving you any kind of tip if you go make me cook.
That's
bro,
fair.
I can never order chicken from places like that because I don't know how to cook chicken. So I know I'm gonna walk out of there with like a stomach ache or like I'm gonna throw up after. Cause like you could eat like uncooked, like meat,
You gotta just see
beef.
it through. No, chicken will fuck you.
Under-
No
beef
chicken, like
is
that's why I
fine,
never
yeah.
order the chicken unless I tell the worker, I'm like, hey, can you just make sure this is cooked for me? Because
Yeah,
like
just,
I
like,
really
burn
just
the
don't know
shit
how.
out of it.
Yeah,
yeah.
Oh yeah, no
crispy.
cooking. Yeah, I mean chicken. You gotta actually see it through. You have
Yeah.
to see it through. Yeah, you could.
You gotta be
could-
patient.
Well, while you love fast food, I think you should try all these impossible plant-based
I
burgers.
want
See
to.
which one is the best one.
I feel like it's cool too because like making YouTube videos also like it makes me want to try new things. Like this is a cool
Sure,
video
it's like
idea.
a great excuse to. It's a good video.
It's like
Yeah.
a different experience. Like, oh, let me go vegan for a week. Like,
Yeah.
not only am I helping myself, but I'm also like filming it to like show people the experience. If they want to try going vegan, like, oh, look at like let's see the process, the first week of it. Like,
You should shoot it though, like the fucking movie The Martian, and act like you just like trapped somewhere and you're forced to go vegan. You're like, it's been 2 days, 7 hours.
hey, see, you got the brains to make YouTube videos.
See, I don't like that. No, I know. I told you, I know I kill the shit. I just couldn't be as committed to like
Yeah.
I gotta shoot a video every fucking day, or I have to let them be in my life all the time.
The
Like
commitment's
I'm
crazy.
arguing with my girlfriend right now. Can everybody shut the fuck up?
My problem is I'm overcommitted, so that Mars idea comes, and then I'm like, if I make this video, it's got to be a Mars set, and then I like, you know what I mean, instead of just making it easy and
Yeah.
making the little video, you know.
Yeah. No, but
But-
honestly, the more time and effort you put into your like videos, like it shows.
Yeah, that's true.
And like people appreciate that.
For sure, that's
Yeah.
true. All right, let's get to another story.
Yeah. No more fast food.
Yeah. What do you think? Do you want to
Well,
talk about the more serious shit?
Okay. Headline reads: U.S. suicide rate rises 40% over 17 years, with blue-collar workers at highest risk, CDC finds. Some of the key points: adults working in construction are at a significantly higher risk for suicide. The study used data from 20,975 deaths recorded in the 2016 National Violent Death Reporting System. In 2017, nearly 38,000 people of working age died by suicide in the U.S., which represents a 40% rate increase in less than 2 decades.
38,000.
Yes, nearly 38,000.
A lot of motherfuckers. Also, people. I'm sorry, Chris. You don't just shit on me. And say people.
That's basically the gist of it. That's the summarized.
That's the whole thing.
So
It's like that's the key point.
Suicide is up in the United States.
Pretty much.
38,000. It's up. What percentage?
It is up 40%.
It's up 40%.
Yeah, in the last 2 decades.
40% is a
Which is
huge
which is
jump.
thousands of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huge jump.
I wonder
Why do we think that's
what's
so?
going on.
Yeah. Like, and it says it's popular amongst blue collar workers.
It's saying, that's like the most increase in suicides, and it's the one that's most at risk, the group.
I also
Why
read
is
a
that?
statistic last week, and I'm speaking off the top of my head, but it was also that the suicide rate worldwide is like, I think a staggeringly high number is like 79% men. And I thought that was interesting as well.
Oh wow, it's not like 50-50.
No.
It's more men than
Yeah,
women.
which is like almost 80% men,
That's
Interesting.
which
crazy.
is
Why is that?
I don't know.
Yeah, I
thought
really-
these
Men are
were all
fucking
interesting
crazy.
things
I
to
mean,
talk about.
It's also like, I mean, I think obviously if you want to dive into it, I think that's all something that would lie within their psyches. Obviously, it's the same thing that goes on with mass shooters. I think it's
all
like
men.
90% men or like
No, it's
is it
like
all
all
men?
but one man?
Yeah.
And the one was driving a getaway car. What she wasn't even. She was like an accomplice.
Are you talking about
Just
what
mass
about
shooters?
the
Mass
They're
shooters in
all
general,
what
mass
they're all
about
shooters.
the
men.
YouTube headquarters? It was a
Oh, you're right.
yeah.
You're right.
It was
Yeah,
a
yeah,
female.
yeah. I forgot about.
But
her.
other than that,
you're right.
I haven't seen any others.
Right.
In the U.S. at least. I don't.
Right.
I feel like there isn't much other than the U.S.
Yeah.
around the world, but
But that's
Yeah.
insane.
that's it. That's
When you
crazy.
dive into this being all men is like
Because it makes sense. It's like, okay, if it's 80% men for like suicide and then like mass shooters, like it's almost all the time men, like that means they're going through something. And
Yeah.
it's like it sucks because we really can't put ourselves in their shoes. We have no idea what they're going through. But like obviously that's no excuse for what they're doing. But that's talking about like the suicide rate.
Yeah.
Like it's just like
It's yeah.
like we never know like what they're going through, and like obviously like I feel like more people should just preach about like mental health and like I don't know, I want to use my platform to help out with that too. Like I feel like anyone with a platform should always speak about mental health,
Yeah.
because you never know who you could reach out to. Like
Yeah.
you might help someone in need. Like there's people that watch my videos to cope with their depression. There's probably people that watch Ridiculousness or your podcast to cope with their depression and stuff. And like there's just like many ways that people can cope with it, but like I just feel like we need to preach it more.
Yeah.
we try
And well, it's interesting. I feel like it's the most preached it's ever been. This idea
Definitely.
of like hashtag mental healthness, but suicide is up 40%.
That's the crazy
That's
part.
that's really interesting to me because I feel like hashtag mental health awareness started maybe 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So why is it up?
you going
I don't know. These are just questions
I don't,
I have.
and I don't know at all. But like
Yeah,
I feel as
neither do
though
I.
like I don't want to say it's the words would sound horrible if I say it's popular, but I feel as though like
It's
it
common.
feels like more of a thing now. People feel like it's probably more of a way to be heard. And I think a lot of times people who are I think people dealing with different things. Obviously, you're dealing with whatever. I think a lot of times suicide is it's non-answered cries for help. You know what I'm saying? It's unanswered cries for help. So it's like that's why you would see a lot of times if people gonna commit suicide, they're making a statement with doing so. Like I know I had someone commit suicide right in front of me at the Grove. Told you the story.
Right, they jumped off the top.
Yeah, they jumped off
story
the top of the actual top of the parking structure. And they jumped down like I think it's like 7 stories or whatever.
Yeah,
right
that's
there.
obviously like a statement or
looking
for attention.
Well, I'm just
in a
saying
way,
in
but-
general, for me that could be one of the reasons why it's up. But I think we also have, again, not to go back to it and sound crazy, science to thank. I think we have a lot more science and shit that goes into things that we intake and just like medicine and different things around that could really affect the way you think and mental health. And a lot of people go in and seek mental health and they're being given drugs that are not helping them necessarily.
Because if they stop taking the drugs, it makes it worse.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Or at least that's what your doctor is telling you is making you worse.
It's
But
kind
this also
Well,
is not the
and
answer.
it feels like that because they're literally in withdrawals. You know?
Yeah, no, this is kind of like not really like a personal story, but like I went to the doctor about a month ago for a regular checkup. Just a regular checkup. I want to like keep up with my health. And he started talking about this was a new doctor. He started just talking about right away like depression and anxiety, and he's like, "Oh, it seems like you have the signs." I'm like, "Oh, I don't think so. Like obviously like I have my days. Like I'll be like off, but I don't want to
Then
say
he
that I
winked
have
at you twice and was like, "You have the sign."
No, and then he's like, "All right,
Drugs.
I'm gonna prescribe you this thing." I'm like, "Dude, I don't want any prescription drugs." Like, no, like trust me, like these, I've had positive feedback from this for my other patients. I'm like, but I don't think I fall under that boat. He's like, "But you have the signs."
He was like pushing.
He was like,
it.
it was pushing it, and I was like, "Dude, like, come on, like, I obviously didn't take it. I was like, I'm just here for like, you know, my health, like, how like,
You're an eye doctor. I am here for my vision.
Dude.
Why do you keep trying to give me drugs?
I feel like they get paid for that, right? To try
A
to.
lot of times they do.
Yeah, the pharmaceutical.
Upsell.
A lot
I
of
was-
times they do. Yeah.
I was really like,
You
I was
you just
shocked.
felt it. You just was like, yo, man.
I was so shocked. It was like selling out to me to try to make me take like these prescription drugs that I don't want anything to do with because I know how like it really affects people.
It affects
Yeah.
people 1,000% affects
Yeah.
people.
Well, I think you guys are really smart to bring up prescription drugs as a big part of this. I wonder how many of these suicides are from like Oxycontin overdoses
true.
or people who are in the middle of an addiction didn't know how to escape it.
But these are also blue collar workers as well, right?
Which is
Yeah.
which
Yeah,
is a
but
lot
that's
of people
among
who
them,
are
yeah.
in the opioid epidemic. though.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So yeah, this. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm just trying to bring up a couple.
It's
things
just
that
so
maybe-
hard to like understand. Like really like 40% higher.
Yeah.
Like why is it going up? Like we obviously want it to go down, but like what can we do
Right.
to make it go down? Like what's the first like big step?
But also, are they would also be including accidental suicides as well, right?
That's definitely. I don't think so, but
There could be, because that's a lot of people to just be like,
What?
like there were more accidents this year or something.
No, I just feel like with the drug epidemic as well, like those are
like
considered
accidental
overdose. Yeah.
Yeah.
Overdose.
not accidentally.
I was imagining somebody like balancing.
No, yeah.
Like there are a lot of parkour.
Yeah.
But parkour was huge.
It's 'cause
in
Jackass is
2019.
back.
oh my god.
Like for example, like Juice World was an accidental overdose. Like
Yeah.
Right,
Is that
right.
still
Yeah.
considered suicide? Like, do they still consider that suicide? Or is
I
that
don't
death?
know. I don't think so.
right.
I'm asking. This
Yeah,
is
that's a-
question.
that's
I do not know.
That is
Yeah.
that's a good question.
Well, I
So-
think you're very smart to also like. I think it will be cool when it's ingrained in men that taking care of their mind and their mental health is part of life.
Yes.
Because I think it needs to be integrated as part of.
And
people's
appreciate
lives.
you, obviously, for using your platform as well.
Oh,
Yeah,
for
definitely.
sure.
That's
We
very
just
important.
just
And
did
young
something
people,
as
too.
like a like FaZe Clan as a team. We did this thing called Bell Let's Talk, and it's like to raise awareness towards mental health initiatives, and like just to let people know they're not alone. Like always
Yeah.
talk to someone. We're here for them. Like anytime I have a chance, like I actually look through some of my DMs, like because I have free time sometimes. Like
Yeah.
I just look through my DMs. I like responding to my fans, and I'll see a lot of people like just like, oh, I have depression and like this and that, and I'll like literally respond and try to help them out. And like obviously I can't help 38,000 people a year, but I try my best.
Whoa.
Dude,
That's
I
a
know.
lot of fans.
No, I
No,
know.
I mean, that's
no. I'm talking about
That's the rate, yeah.
Yeah, but like
He's like, those aren't fans. Those are just DMs.
like it sucks how like it just sucks how like you want to do so much, but like your hands are tied.
But it's also no. Don't feel that way.
No, 'cause you are
with
doing a lot.
Exactly, with you responding at all. Just know you're doing a lot. I respond too. People write me stuff all the time, and they think number one that you won't respond at all. And I know
Yeah.
you have way more fans than I do. But people will write me and they'll be like, "Hey, this is a thing I'm going through right now. You don't even understand, man. My grandma was in the hospital. I was in the hospital, and all I did was watch Ridiculousness, and they made me feel so much better. And they actually feel like the treatment because I'm happier. And I'm like, yo, that's the reason we do this fucking show is that we
Exactly.
want people to be able to laugh with their families or whatever they're going through. So for me, like that does a lot. It makes me feel like, okay, it's a reason to keep doing this thing. Just knowing you respond, those people probably really take that shit in and be like,
Yeah.
man, you know what? He didn't have to respond.
Yeah.
He has so many fans. And I don't want you to feel as though that, like, to think like that. But you don't necessarily have to respond.
Yeah.
But with you doing that, those people probably feel like, man, you know what? I really fuck with him even more. This dude probably has so many people writing him, and he's responding to my fucking DM.
Yeah.
That's
Like I
crazy.
mean, some people think of us like as celebrities, and like people could think of us however they want, but like at the end of the day, we're like humans, and like friend to friend, human to human. Like we could still talk. A number of followers isn't gonna stop us from like talking to someone that has less followers than us. You know, like
Sure, yeah.
we're both human beings, and like we could talk to people. Like not just because we have like a high following like means we're just like, oh, we're too cool for you. You know, like anytime
yeah,
anyone's
influencers are people too.
yeah. Anytime anyone like needs help or like like even like family friends of mine, like I'll do my best to try, and like I know you do as well. Like you probably do
I
as
do
well.
not. I don't respond to any of these motherfuckers. Please stop writing me. If you're watching the podcast, and I'm joking.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait, hold on. Are you serious?
No.
No, but no, it's good that we like obviously we can't help all of them, but even one person just
Man,
helps.
do what you can. Live your fucking life. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy your friends and family. And enjoy everything that God gives you, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're young. Have fun out here. And don't be in these streets too much, you know?
Yeah.
Keep to yourself. That's it.
A couple more stories about
That's
death.
all. Yeah, let's talk
Sure.
about death.
You wanna
More
do the
death.
Doomsday?
More death.
I kind of want to talk about. Well, I would like,
Coronavirus?
I'd like to talk about that Doomsday
Doomsday?
Clock. I can do it next week if you
What is
don't want
that?
to do it this week.
What is that?
It's just,
Scientists moved Doomsday Clock closer to midnight. The bulletin of the atomic scientists adjusted the clock to reflect human-caused threats such as nuclear weapons and accelerated global warming.
What the fuck are we even talking about? I just heard blah, blah. Like, I don't
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So there's this clock that they every year this group of scientists decides kind of how close we are to the end of the world.
Okay.
And they have pushed
Did they
it closer
change
to
it?
midnight than always because of climate change and because of
They take the
nuclear
factors
Well, what do
threat
they
of
mean,
nuclear
midnight?
war.
Well, once we get to midnight, it's like the threat of a human-caused apocalypse is like closer to 100%. So like midnight is kind of like, all right, we're basically about to reach the end of the world. So
Every
they're-
night?
Every night.
Not every night. No. It's
Every
what I'm
year.
asking.
Every year
Every
they
year, what
reset
day?
the clock on January 25th.
Okay, this is what I'm asking. On January
what?
25th.
yeah. So
They assess the threat of the end of the world by human.
Why
Cause.
January 25th?
I don't know. I just know that this happened on January 25th.
That's
All right,
so-
you don't know. You don't know.
So I've been doing this series about. Well, I'm about to release this series about nuclear war. I got drunk with nuclear scientists and I talked to them about the end of the world.
Damn.
And I don't get drunk and high in every show I do. I just happen to be
Chris
two
is
back
an
to back.
alcoholic.
It's called getting bombed. There's a pun.
Oh hell yeah.
And
And it's about bath bombs.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
just throwing in different bath bombs.
the intro should just
Wow.
be me in like a bathtub with a bunch of bombs. No, but I know as much about nuclear weapons as probably all of us do going into it, and I just got to like sit down with like an MIT professor and they tell me about this terrible threat of nuclear war, and it's fucking terrifying.
Damn.
So you're going to explain to us, John, right now exactly what they're talking about, the Doomsday Clock and getting to midnight, right?
Yeah. You want me to get into
I
like
want
what
us
the
to-
background is?
Yeah, so I can understand.
Okay, cool. So the Doomsday Clock is a symbol that represents the likelihood of a man-made global catastrophe. It was created in 1947, and when it was first made, it was set at 7 minutes to midnight. So that's kind of like the threat level. So the closer we are to midnight, the higher the probability of catastrophe. Now, I think we're 2 minutes away instead of 7. So we've gone 5 minutes closer to midnight. And so they're saying, like, look, we're already starting to get into seconds territory, not minutes territory. So it's like we need to assess what we're doing in the trajectory that we have.
What the fuck are we even talking about?
Dude.
Like, what are we even talking about with the man-made apocalypse? Like,
It's
what is that?
Like
Yeah.
kind of like the threat of World War III. It's like, you know, nuclear arms, the arms race, and like kind of like where global relations are at. Like
Not
Think of
like
us,
coronavirus.
destroying
that
the
too.
world.
Yeah,
the
all of
coronavirus and shit.
that. Yeah, just in general.
You mean just different ways that like the
But
world
what they
can
just
come to an
guessing? They
end?
sounded just guessing. Where are they getting the
Right.
information from to say we're getting closer or we're getting further?
It's
like
I think it's the idea is like climate change could kill us in like 50 years and no one's doing anything about it. So that day gets closer and closer and closer, and you could set it back if like regulations were set in place or something like
oh, so
that.
you can set it back. So people have set it back in the past.
I doubt we've said it.
I think very little it's gone back, but most of the time it's inching forward.
Well, it just
I mean, yeah, that's. I mean, look, I'm not even to get into all of this. I don't care about your religions, everyone. I don't care if you get into my religion, but yeah, it says in the Bible for me, that yeah, we'll get closer and closer to the end of the world.
do you think we'll see the end of the world within our lifetime?
No, I don't think we will. But I mean, like, I'm cool with it. Like, I'm cool
What do
with
you-
seeing
do
it.
you-
But we gotta see.
I don't think so. Cause remember like 2012, like how that was supposed to be like a big thing,
Mm-hmm.
and like just nothing
Right.
happened.
The rapture.
Bro, I
Yeah,
was
yeah.
I was how old? Like 15 or 14, and I actually believed it. And like on the day that it was supposed to happen, I was literally like in my bed, like in the corner. I was like so scared.
You weren't even with your family?
No,
holding
I
them?
was. No,
You
like
just by yourself. You're
were-
like, fuck it. I don't want
like,
to see them at all.
Because my parents, my brother, like they all knew like it was like a hoax or whatever. But I was just like in denial. I was like, dude, something's gonna happen. But like after it didn't happen, I was like, it could happen at any time.
Yeah.
Like it just changes the way you like view things. Like you believe one thing, it doesn't come true, and you're just like, dude, like you just never know when it could happen.
And guess what? If nothing else, even if you don't get to see the end of the world, that doesn't mean that you're gonna get like from the end of your world. So you
Yeah.
gotta still live every day like, okay, it could happen whenever, or I could go whenever. Everybody else might still be here, but I could go whatever. So you got to make sure that you like.
I think that's the way you deal with it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we have over 1,500 nuclear weapons, and 311 could blow up the entire world. Could just blow up. So we just like we have
But
way
why
too
would we even
many.
have nuclear weapons
Yeah,
that can just blow up the
what?
world? It
That's
doesn't make
scary.
sense.
We have over 1,500, and 300 would blow up the world.
I know you
we
said
have way
300.
too
That's what I'm
many.
saying. Why do we even have any? I'm
Exactly.
saying, why are there even weapons that can blow up the world?
That's
of
so
World War
And
like,
why
who
would we
creates
trust
that?
And we have
anyone
so
with that
many
power?
of them.
Yeah.
And literally, Donald Trump walks around with a briefcase that he can open at any time, type in a code, and one person can send the nuclear weapon.
Have you
There's
seen
so
Donald
many
Trump
things-
type?
He uses Twitter, I think.
Damn it. No.
How do you know that though? Is it proven?
Yeah,
No,
no,
that's
that's
a
all
fact.
true.
That's all presidents,
So
all
I've,
right?
I've been talking to these, like I was talking to these MIT professors, and this is all true. This is also like this is well-known information, but like it's terrifying that we have this many, and the part where it turned for me from like, oh shit, see, it does make you want to drink. You understand the show now.
Yeah.
Because the part where it turned for me though was the last guy we had on. He said, well, we didn't always have 1,500 nuclear weapons. I was like, well, how many do we used to have? He's like, we used to have over 3,000. And I was like, well, why are we going down? And he was like, well, these regulations were made in the 70s because a bunch of people spoke up and said, what the fuck are we doing about nuclear and about nuclear weapons, and the fact that and people started talking and things actually changed. And so that was like the most exciting part of the whole entire thing, is that if people start talking about this, things can actually change. So that's my soapbox right now. I'm here to just scare people.
That
into
was
the end
it?
of the world. What?
That if people start talking.
Yeah, if you
Thanks, Chris, for
I
this
think we
false
don't
fucking
talk
sense
about
of hope
this.
and faith. People have been talking.
Oh, I can
for
also
years.
scare you and tell you
Nothing-
what would happen if fucking nuclear bomb
We'll
dropped
just
on
watch
a city.
your fucking show. We don't have to make this show your show. We
No.
want to watch your show. You don't
Thank
tell
you.
us how we're gonna die.
No, I don't know.
I don't want to fucking know.
Well,
That's
I'll tell
scary,
you.
man.
No.
Yeah, it is. It's terrifying.
I'm
I hate getting
intrigued.
into
I don't
stuff
want
like
to
that.
talk about nuclear fucking bombs. Period. It's terrifying.
Yeah.
Very.
It's
It
like
is.
the fact that there
It's
is
a hard
somebody that
premise.
could just decide
Dude,
when we
what?
all die,
What if they just have a bad day?
and that person is Donald Trump.
Oh,
Let's not get into this. Is what I'm asking.
Yeah,
I'm
let's
asking that we
not.
all leave this.
it's scary.
and still be friends and be happy.
Well,
and-
I'm not even talking about the person in power. I'm talking about the weapons themselves.
Yeah.
We need to like talk about that shit. So I went in and just acted like the rest of us.
So
and just
when
talked to
did
these
you
smart
start
people.
this show though? When
Starts
is it
on
coming?
Saturday, baby.
Starts on
Ooh.
Saturday.
Yeah.
Check that shit out.
They
It's
animate
on-
it.
They
It's called Getting
animated it.
Bombed. They like
Okay.
animated half of it, and then it's also a podcast. So the longer version's a podcast, the shorter version's on my channel. It's animated.
Oh, that's
Okay.
cool.
Dope.
Yeah.
That's actually dope.
Yeah, it's coming out the next 4 weeks. So I never brought it up on this show. At one point, I said I had nuclear weapons on the brain. It's because I was working on that show. I think it was
Are you
AKA
dropping
1
hints on
week.
this fucking show, dude?
I was
Check
dropping
it out.
hints. If you're
Whoa.
paying close
Well,
attention
AKA
to my
check that
Easter egg.
shit out.
I'm always
and all
putting
that good
secrets
shit.
in my AKAs.
Yeah, but fuck you. Let's dive into the last thing.
Yeah,
let's
sure.
do it.
And then I have
Coronavirus?
one thing after that. Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay. Well, this coronavirus, as we know it, started in Wuhan, China, in a fish market. But there's also evidence that's saying that it's coming from Chinese bats.
A bat that went to
Yeah.
a snake.
Yeah,
right?
something.
Who-
Yeah.
How do they find this
I don't-
shit?
that- I
Like
thought
bat
this-
soup or something. Someone like they were eating bat soup.
Oh yeah,
Who
which
the
is
fuck
a.
was eating?
This
That's a-
market
that's a-
is
yeah.
like a
Yeah,
they
yeah.
sell wolves
They
and
sell
they
everything.
sell everything in this
Whoa.
market. So I guess bat soup.
But just like
No,
the
yeah.
person that ordered
Right?
2 patties.
Yeah, yeah.
right?
It's
Yeah.
Just like the person that ordered 2 patties.
the Flying
if
Dutchman.
the person fucking orders bat soup, just arrest him. It
There you
doesn't
go.
matter what he's doing. Arrest him.
When you wake up that morning, I feel like some bat.
I feel like some
You're
bad.
like, take this motherfucker down.
So the coronavirus is similar to SARS.
So dumb.
That's correct. The coronavirus is similar to SARS, which was
Oh yeah,
epidemic.
SARS was famous
SARS
in like
was
2000
scary.
and
Yeah.
like 7.
Yeah. So
Well,
the
it's in a
SARS
Kanye
is a
song.
coronavirus. MERS is another coronavirus. So this is just another strain of a
Oh,
similar.
so what is the fucking virus actually called?
This right now it's just called the coronavirus. So I don't know if they're gonna eventually
Oh,
name
that
it.
shit's so big they're just
Yeah.
calling it the coronavirus.
What do you
Yeah.
think Corona's gonna do for the Super Bowl?
Oh, they're gonna do
Oh
something.
my god.
I'm excited.
Add a
Drink
lime to your
responsibly.
virus.
Is this good for Corona the beer or bad for
It's
Corona the
horrible
beer?
for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's getting their name out
There's
there. a
so
lot.
many
Getting in
memes.
there.
That's true.
That
There's an
is
H.
why. Okay.
No, okay. So I'm so sorry.
Keep going, John.
I'm being insensitive.
Okay, no worries. The virus causes pneumonia. Those who have fallen ill are reported to suffer coughs, fever, and breathing difficulties.
Which is all of us right now.
Right.
Like everyone's like, "Oh, I just coughed today. Am I dying?" It's
Right.
like it's so scary because
Yeah,
the
you don't know.
symptoms are nothing.
Are
The
just
symptoms are
cold.
like,
Yeah.
"Oh,
Yeah.
you have a common cold. You could be dying, motherfucker."
In
Dude,
severe
that's
cases,
terrifying.
there can be organ failure. As this is a viral pneumonia, antibiotics are of no use. The antiviral drugs we have against flu will not work. If people are admitted to the hospital, they may get support for their lungs and other organs as well as fluids. Recovery will depend on the strength of their immune system. Many of those who have died were already in poor health.
What do they call it? Poor? First of all, don't diss people before they die. Like,
Right.
they
Well,
already
you're
died,
weak.
and you're like, and she was fat.
I don't know. That could,
Like what? What kind of fucking bullshit is that? Don't talk about people like that. They die from a fucking common cold. They thought
Right.
just a regular cold, and they died. And on their way out, you were like, they also were not in shape. Like what?
it's not like they lived the healthiest life. They were eating a lot of bad soup.
Bat soup.
that shit is so scary.
That's it's terrifying. It's so scary for so many reasons. I mean, it sounded like you were reading like the opening of a
Right.
horror virus.
Yeah,
Of
right.
Contagion.
Yeah.
Bro, it
Of
sounded
Contagion.
like Saw.
Yeah,
Like-
it was a horror movie. Is John reading that on a podcast?
Yeah, like for me, like I don't know. The more and more we find out about it, how many cases are here in America right now?
Oh, right now there's only 8 confirmed cases, I think.
In America?
Yeah.
No, I, thought
I
more
heard
than
it.
that.
I'm reading that right now on the. Let me go to switch to this other
I
article
think it
real
might be
quick.
more now.
I
I
still
heard-
don't think
It says
only.
U.S. confirms its 8th case of coronavirus.
And where's that person at right now?
Pentagon to provide quarantine hosting. Let
The
me see right
first
now.
person was in Chicago.
Oh.
Yeah, in
on
Chinatown.
Come out to our
February
show.
14th.
Yeah, in Chinatown. Yeah.
Come out to our show
Oh God.
February 14th
Grab a
in
Corona.
Chicago. Come
Wait,
check us out.
so you can get it just like by the way you can get a common cold?
Yeah. So it's through the air, through contact.
whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Have you seen like people? People are racist. Let's start with that. Have you seen people who have been like, I was at the airport today and all these Asian people had on these masks, and I was like, motherfucker, it's you. And I was just like, people are so racist.
Oh
but
man,
funny.
they've been having.
But, yeah, but no, it's like I don't know if I would wear a mask. Like I don't know. I just feel like you would know if you have it, wouldn't you?
No.
Like wouldn't your common cold be a little more harsh?
It's to prevent It's to prevent
Yeah.
you from
Right.
getting it.
So how do you? Who's going in? Okay, so who is going in for the common cold? Like who's going in?
Oh, to the hospital?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
is the
the
hospital
yeah,
just
no one.
packed with like a bunch of
People being like, I have a
hypochondriacs
cold.
Yeah,
right
like
now?
I think I have
Check
the
me out.
coronavirus.
Dude,
It's like,
that's
no,
crazy.
Oh,
you're
it's
just-
definitely gotta be dramatic people in there right now.
I would hate to get a cold
Ima-
right
like
now.
just like the paranoia. Like if you get a cold right now, like you're just paranoid that you have something worse than just a cold.
How are they
I'm literally
stopping
like,
it?
do I feel okay right now?
I know, like you start thinking about it, like wait, like that cough didn't sound like a normal cough.
That wasn't just the weed.
How are
That
they
was-
stopping it though? Like exactly, there is
I don't
no
think
cure,
there's
right?
there's a cure, right?
No, right now they're working on like
they
I
said,
said
how can you treat it? They said
they-
it depends on how
on
or
how good
strong
your immune system is.
system
So
Yeah.
at least like you
They're
know.
still treating it with something. What are they treating it with?
How many cases in
see.
China?
They
I'm
said
sorry.
what it was. Oh, let me go back up.
Who shot Mr. Burns?
It was Maggie.
I felt like we were all just. I know it was. I felt like we were all just asking different questions.
Right.
Who shot Mr.
Yeah.
Burns? Fuck it.
Recovery. If people are admitted to the hospital, they may get support for their lungs and other organs as well as fluids. So it just sounds like it's
Just
like
give him orange juice. They're just like
here's some water.
here's some water, sir. You're dying.
We just get in this corner. And
Shit, this sounds horrible.
actually, robots are treating them. That's another article
Oh,
that we
okay.
had.
Okay.
So when these sex robots come out, Brian, you gonna fuck with them or what?
I could probably make a video.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Probably
Wait,
make a video
in
with
what
a
way
ro-
though?
In every way.
No, we all
There it is.
agreed
Oh.
we would rock with the sex robots. And believe it or not, we took polls on our Instagram and shit, and people called us kind of weird. People were like, "No,
Yeah.
we're not fucking sex robots." And I was like, "I think y'all thinking about the low technology of today's sex robots." We said in 5-10 years, when these sex robots are sexy,
Oh shit.
My
y'all
question
gonna be
was,
in the
by the
game?
time you die, are you gonna fuck a robot?
Wait, hold on. I'm confused. Wait, did you say are you fucking a sex robot, or
Yeah.
did you say
I
are you
said,
fucking
gonna
with?
fucking with these sex robots?
Oh, like just like fuck with them, like
Yeah,
oh,
like,
oh,
like a
would
sex
you?
robot.
Yeah, no, no,
We're
no.
asking if you'd fuck a sex robot.
No, no,
I
I
was
would.
saying, like, would
They
you
go hand
just
in hand.
have a sex robot
Around
that you don't
No.
have,
taking
that
out?
you don't have to tell us what you do with it?
No, see, for that one, no. But then to have like a robot just chill with you, like for fun, like
What
I'll
if
do
she
it.
like
was
as
like-
friends, just
but-
hand stuff.
What if she was just sitting there just chilling for fun,
Okay.
and then she was like, "Hey, Brian, what's up?
It
We
honestly
should
just,
hang
it
out." He
just
was
de-
like, "Whoa, are you hitting on me, robot? I didn't even, I didn't know that was gonna be our relationship."
it just depends on the
Affirmative.
mood. Like you just, it
I like it. I like
just depends, man.
When I have sex with a sex robot, it just depends.
A
on the
robot,
mood.
bro. Come on. How? How does that even work?
What's the vibe?
What
like?
was the vibe?
That's the vibe. That's the vibe. All right, is it my turn or you got a
We
shot?
were asking by the
I
end
got
of the by the time
He
you
said,
die.
"Yeah, Chris. What do you want from me?"
I feel like a lot of people said no because they were thinking like today would you have sex with a
Yeah.
sex robot?
Oh, in the future, like before you
I'm
die.
talking about like
In
when
the-
we got Westworld.
We're talking about when
I'm
those
talking about
robots,
Westworld
you
robots.
forgot it was a robot.
Well,
Okay.
sure,
I'm
yeah.
talking about Westworld.
Go
You
ahead.
know? I just
Why not?
don't want everyone to think we're that weird.
Yeah.
I'm fine with them thinking whatever.
Science, okay?
It's eating science, having sex with science.
Yes.
Science is gonna
Fucking
run our world.
You're gonna all be vegan and fuck robots. It's fine.
Let's get into the Wuhan.
Be vegan, fuck robots.
It's fine.
2045. Yeah. What did you want to kick into? You wanted to do a
I was
Black
gonna do
History?
this- yeah. Well, it's Black History Month. If y'all can't tell, look at my shirt. It's all swaggy and stuff. I got Sojourner Truth on here. I think I got Rosa Parks on here, Harry Tubman on here, Frederick Douglass on here. We got all the heavy hitters on here. You know what I'm saying? Booker T. But no, I want to do one Black History Month article each week. You know, it's the shortest month in the year. We can at least, hit you with an article or something that's a little relevant. And we have Black teen becomes first NASCAR driver with autism. It's a very ESPN stat, but I like it.
Cool.
Armani Williams, a 19-year-old professional race car driver from Detroit, is the first ever NASCAR driver with autism. He has been using his career as a platform to spread awareness about being autistic, proving that despite this disorder, people like him can still be great in what they focus on. And I
Let's
just
give
think
that a
it's-
round of
yeah,
applause.
I just think it's a
Yeah,
shout
that's
out. I think it's
Come
a
on.
shout out.
That's awesome.
Number one, we're not even popular in NASCAR. So I salute you, black man, as being someone that's autistic and not letting that define who you are, and you pushing through against all odds. And you're being great in a sport that we don't even normally do. I fuck with you, man. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
salute to Armani Williams. You know,
That's
that's it.
awesome.
You know?
Let's get it,
Hell
man.
yeah.
That's awesome.
And
I like
that
Black
concludes
History
us?
moment.
You know, why not?
Yeah,
Black
why don't
History
we
Month.
Black History?
Black
This,
History
it, was,
moment.
it was perfect Black History moment because he made history
He made history.
Absolutely,
awesome.
you're right.
this week.
That's sick.
That's
yeah,
so cool.
Chris is high.
History in the making.
Black history.
I guess what I'm saying is W.E.B. Du Bois
Yeah. You fuck with him.
is we just never got to the end of that W.E.B. Du Bois conversation, so it just links
We
us
did it.
right back
We
in.
did.
You told me what Booker T. Washington
Oh,
did.
we
You
did
didn't
it.
tell me what
W.E.B.
W.E.B. Du Bois.
W.E.B.
Du Bois.
Du Bois or Du Bois or however you want to pronounce it. he believed that we were oppressed and that black people deserve something, that reparations or something, that we just shouldn't brush this thing off and say, well, that happened, let's move on. He felt as though, yeah, that happened, let's move on. And with us moving on, you owe us something. You have treated our people as if they were not human beings and blah, blah, blah. And we want our rights. And Booker T was kind of like, let's not push them. They've let us go. We should chill out. So that was just it. But
are they one
but
that
they both had interesting and very profound points within their arguments, and they both were still very strong black men who fought for a better cause for us. So I can't shit on either one of them. We did. So did we do it?
I like it.
Yeah. Did we do it? All right,
yeah,
we did it.
I think we did it.
Well, we appreciate you guys for tuning into another episode of Wine and Weed. We appreciate you, Brian. Anything you want to shout out, knowing that you don't need it because you have, I think, 27 million people watch you at all times. So you don't really need our fucking show. But if you want to shout something out,
hey,
like treat this like a text message and like shoot it to somebody very specific.
Guys, check out my YouTube channel. I upload videos every other day. My YouTube is FaZe Rug. Positive vibes, family friendly. And, we're lit. So check out my YouTube channel. Thank you so much, Steelo.
No, for real.
And
you'll be on Ridiculousness soon, too.
Dude, oh my God.
That's going to be so much fun.
I'm going to be on Ridiculousness. That's a dream come true. So I'm super, super hyped on that. But thank you guys so much for having me. It was super fun. I loved it.
All right, cool.
My guy, we out. So February 14th in Chicago. 10:30 p.m. Stage 773. We're going to be there for All-Star Weekend. It's going to be a lot of fun. Make sure you bring your ass out. What? Bring your ass out. Come out with your girlfriend. Come out with your boyfriend, whatever. But it's going to be a great time. We're going to be high. We're going to be drunk like we are right now.
See you next week.
All right.
Hey, that was lit.